When I think of the Yahara watershed, I think of from all the way from the Yahara River and 6 Mile Creek down through all the lakes, all the way to the Rock River. It's got to be thought of that way because it's all connected. Our businesses depend on the Yahara River. They depend on clean water.
When I think of the Yahara watershed, I think of recreation. And I think about fishing or kayaking, canoeing, getting out and enjoying the watershed.
When I think of the Yahara watershed, I think of home, and I want to leave my part of this world a little better than where I found it. The Yahara River watershed is a large watershed, 540 square miles, covering parts of 3 different counties. Yahara WINS is working with all different shapes and sizes of municipalities, from small municipalities, small towns, to villages, to large cities. Yahara WINS is advancing a new regulatory compliance strategy called Watershed Adaptive Management. And the goal of the project is to meet the phosphorus water quality goals in the Yahara watershed.
The challenge with phosphorus is that very little of it can make a really big impact. I think the number is like 1 pound of phosphorus can equal 500 pounds of algal growth in Lake Mendota, for example. The other challenge is that phosphorus loves to cling to soil particles. It doesn't like to let go. And so we have phosphorus in our stream beds, in our stream banks, and in our soils and our landscapes that has been around for decades, if not hundreds of years.
There are 3 really unique features about Yahara WINS. One, it's collaborative, so it's bringing together cities, villages, towns, farmers, counties, and other entities working in a collaborative manner. 2, it's holistic, so it's taking a look at water quality goals for the entire watershed rather than each individual entity looking at things independently. And 3, it's premised on a compliance strategy that results in the lowest cost to all participants in the watershed.
Madison Metropolitan Sewerage District works with Yahara WINS as we are a catalyst, and we are a convener of bringing a broad group of people together. Yes, we have a permit where we have to reduce our phosphorus loads, but thanks to the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, we have a new method of being able to reduce phosphorus without building a larger wastewater treatment plant.
It's kind of like a trading system. The Yahara WINS approach is unique because it allows urban, rural, suburban partners to work together to meet their phosphorus reduction goals. So it's really a win-win for everybody.
We received a Yahara WINS grant last year, and we did a big stream bank restoration project in 3 separate areas on the Yahara River along our hiking trail. We've got 300 people plus a day on busy weekends walking the trail so they can see the work that was done, and we can teach them about the improvement and why it's important.
The pilot project for Yahara WINS was the small creek, Dorn Creek, and Yahara WINS communities were putting money into that area and specifically studying that stream and studying all the phosphorus from the runoff that it was in it over the years. And from that, Dane County was able to determine that if we can remove some of that legacy sediment, we will do more for phosphorus reduction than a lot of these other programs are doing just by getting that old sediment out of the stream.
One of the great benefits of Yahara WINS is that it has brought dollars to the table to allow monitoring that didn't exist before. So we're filling data gaps. So we have a much clearer picture of what's happening in our watershed than we would have without Yahara WINS at the plate here.
Many of the farms in the Yahara watershed are multi-generation farms. A lot of them have been in the families for at least 100 years. So there's a strong track record of trying to keep the farms productive and trying to do the right thing so that it's able to be passed on to the next generation. The Yahara WINS, in their efforts to try to reduce the phosphorus loading into the waterways, has been able to provide us with dollars that we can offer back to the farmers in the form of cost share.
Yahara WINS has helped Yahara Pride out with being able to give us the opportunity to try new technologies, and a lot of different new technologies that we would not be able to do without them. With the best soil around, I think we need to keep it where it's at on the field.
To get a handle on phosphorus, we have to have everybody working together. Things that people in the cities can do relate mainly to how they handle their leaves and their yard waste. From an infrastructure standpoint, cities can promote detention basins and retention basins, and that will benefit us all the way down the chain of lakes.
One of the most innovative things that Madison Metropolitan Sewerage District is doing is they are actually harvesting phosphorus out of their waste stream.
We have developed a process working with Ostara to remove that material from the waste stream and to convert it to pellets that can then be used for fertilizer.
They're exporting out of the watershed every year over 100,000 pounds of phosphorus. That's a significant export of phosphorus. The district also engages with agricultural producers, farmers in the watershed, in terms of recycling biosolids. And how those biosolids are recycled has a significant impact on how phosphorus is managed.
Well, I think success always breeds success. We've achieved 25% of our goal already, reduced the phosphorus loads by 30,000 pounds, and moving towards a 20-year goal of almost 100,000. There's a lot of areas where I think that people are starting to realize, yeah, we can do something about this.
I think we'll meet our phosphorus reduction goals. We will have buffer strips along most of the creeks in the rural areas. We will see cover crops, and so we'll prevent erosion that way. We'll have achieved something really important, and we'll have cleaner, better water quality. We'll have better fishing, better boating, better swimming, and it's going to be great too for economics. So I think it's going to be a big success for all of us.